Hey everybody, this is Sinbard with video number 2 of our Let's Get Better Together series. I'm here with Thunderwolf 47 in his Jag Panzer E100 and myself in the FV215B183. Decided to play large tank destroyers, so that's what we did. We're going to D4 first to try and take some shots across and knock out an enemy with 2 rounds, one from each of us. I start to notice that there's a couple of tank destroyers, or more than a couple, going to that spot, so Thunder tells me that we should relocate and go a little farther east. Thanks for sticking through the first video, by the way. I wanted to show some gameplay of what my average game looks like, so you can tell that I'm not that great of a player, but I do have some good games like this one. You may also notice that my 183 here has 5 rounds of AP, 5 of premium, and 2 of normal HE shells. That is because I do not fire straight premium in this tank. They are good, but they are not great for everything. I chose to go with AP first because a lot of their team have very heavy armor, and I wanted to get a good first shot in. Decide to poke around this corner, look at that STRV. It looks like he was boosting on top of that hill, which is kind of frustrating. But Thunder lets me know about this E4. And I tracked him. And he immediately repairs it. So that's kind of unfortunate. But sometimes that happens when you're trying to shoot across map with this gun. It's not exactly the most accurate gun in the game, unfortunately. I'm looking around for a couple more shots and into something. Only saw the 2 enemies, so I decided to move on with Thunder. We didn't think that we were going to find anything else here. Relocating is key in these vehicles. They can be very influential in a game, but if you sit in one spot and wait for the enemies to come to you, you're not going to get anything done in these vehicles. So I've decided that I'm going to go up to where that IS-7 is, right about here, and try and take some shots across here and up here. And Thunder decides he wants to be crazy and cross this line right here. While we know there's an active enemy encampment across the way, so I start looking at him wondering what the hell he's doing. We're on Skype at this point, and he's screaming like a little girl crossing, hoping he doesn't die. Things not to do. So I see this 30B, and I get kind of excited because I basically just need to hit it anywhere. But decide to try and put one of the Jag Panzer 100. And the angle on that shot on the side of him, I would have only done 400 to 600 damage had I had a Hesh round loaded. But I had the HE round loaded, so instead of doing 600 damage, I penned it and did 1287 with a standard shell, which ended up only costing me, I think it's 2,000 to shell in this tank instead of 8,000 for the Hesh. More damage for cheaper. Alright, so at this point I know there's an AMX 30B with no armor, basically anywhere, and a Jag Panzer E100 with low health. So I decide to load a Hesh, because if I hit the Jag Panzer E100 anywhere, I should finish him off. And if I hit the 30B with Hesh, it'll just be hilarious. I'm looking for the shot. I want to put my first Hesh round in of the game, see those big numbers. Oh, look at the E50M, he's just crossing in the middle, which is insane. With all the enemies that are there, I didn't understand what he was doing. Oh, there's that Jag Panzer 100. I don't even care where I hit at this point, I'll just shoot him. Perfect. I might have been able to use normal HE for that as well, but normal HE for me is kind of a last resort, or if I'm just fighting a lot of light armored targets, I'll load the normal. But the Hesh was my choice for this one. STRV needs to get taken out on top of that hill. annihilating our team. Alright, looking for the second Hesh round. Just anything. Falling back a little. I'm poked out pretty far, so. I've been spotted. Not sure what by yet. I'm assuming it was 62A. There's the E50M. He's still alive. Oh, there's the E3. Will I take this shot? No, too risky. Looking behind me. I see that 5A that's back there. Still looking for this shot on the E3. Up, 30B. Perfect. Let's take a look at him. He's gonna run away. No! Yes! 1,618 damage with a pen to Hesh on that 30B. Beautiful shot. I load another Hesh, looking for a shot into that Centurion or the 62A that's over there, actually. Oh, there he is. Oh, he was gonna sneak. He kind of scared me into shooting there. So I pulled the trigger too fast. I was getting shot at, decided to fall back at this point. Forget that 30B, I don't really care if I shoot him. So I'll go for the cover. Alright, so at this point, Thunderwolf, you'll notice him down there, he is dueling with an IS-7. The IS-7 isn't doing anything to him. But there's the 30B, which has relocated to around here, that is shooting across this way into Thunder. And he let me know that in just a few seconds here. And I wasn't understanding at this point where he was saying he was getting shot from there. I didn't think the 30B would get all the way across that without being spotted. So I'm still looking in the same spots where I thought he was being spotted from. So this is where Thunder lets me know that he's being spotted by the 30B, and I'm looking, not paying attention to my map, as you can see clearly. There he is. Alright, I'll try and go around this hill for some reason. Alright, falling back. And turning around to go cover our rear. It's just me and a Foch B that's over here defending this side. Thunder was going to come back as well. I asked him to stay there and hold the line on the east with that IS-7, because there was a few vehicles over there. I shot into the mountain because that's an example of me not being very good at this game. That 30B, if he had more health, could have come around that corner and tried to destroy me, but that Foch B had my back. Foch B is destroyed. I was relocating to try and support him and the flag and Thunder from this location. So I load an AP round. I know that the STRV has less than 1,000 health, and so does the Centurion. I decide that since they're not visible right now, I have the worst camo in comparison to the three, so I think that I'll wait here and see if they can come up, and I'll see them first. I doubt it, but I decide to wait. Looking for the shots on the STRV. Up, one on cap. Two people on cap. Must be the STRV and the Centurion. Time to go. We got 43 seconds to get to the cap, and I'm not very quick. I know that I can't stop, so if I see something, I've just got to keep going. I see that Centurion, I kind of look at him, keep driving forward. Don't look for those shots, just keep driving forward. It's a Jagdpanzer E100 that's on the cap, which means the STRV is the other one on the cap. That TVP next to me on my right is stopping to take shots at the Centurion. I know we can't. So I eliminate that threat, and I do not have the reload to help this cap. I am hoping for the TVP to do it. I took out the target that was stalling him, and the artillery stops the cap. I only have 4 shots left at this point. Loading a Hesh, better than normal HE at this point. I wanted to get that STRV, but I figure I'll take the 600 damage, or 1800, into the lower plate of the Jagdpanzer. Oh, that was beautiful. Object 261 takes out the Jagdpanzer E100. It's just the STRV at this point. TVP is going around trying to flank. I am looking for that shot into the bush. Take the shot, he's not there. Keep moving forward. Looking for him, I don't want him to sneak around. Been spotted from the bush. And the excellent camouflage of those tanks, it's just ridiculous. Look how close I have to get while he's shooting at me for me to spot him. At this point, Thunder's been on the cap. I told him just in case I was wiped out, he should be on the cap. And he takes out that T92 HMC. 6,000 damage for me, or 5892, 540 spotting. I fired 10 rounds in the FV215B 183. 10 rounds, where the average number of rounds shot in this tank and connected is, I believe, 2. Might be 1, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say it's 2. Thanks for sticking with me through this through the intro video. And this game, there will be more to come after this, and after this game I hit the 5971 in my player score. From the original game, I believe I said I was at 5960. So this was pretty soon after that first game, or first 2 games. So hopefully you guys are getting something from this. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to video next, or if you want to send me a video, just label it Sinbard in the Watt Replay site. Thanks for sticking with me. Bye.